It's September 2nd. This is Judy Baker, your wellness warrior. And you can see some fuzz is starting to sprout all over my head. So I'm optimistic. I've got my eyelashes and most of my eyebrows are back. So the rest of my hair is coming. Don't know how fast that's going to happen, but it is showing up. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm sitting at my new used desk. Some friends were moving to a new location, and I have the desk of Vance Sharp, so I'm hoping some of his brilliance is imbued in it. And I'm in the process of getting my office squared away. What I've noted during my recovery is this: just like when people are experiencing the different phases of grief, my recovery is not a straight line. My recovery is up and down. For instance, I have days when my hands and my feet feel fine. Well, I shouldn't say fine. My hands might feel fine, my feet not so much. I'm still having a lot of difficulty with numbness. It's more like a feeling of like there's a hole in the middle with my feet especially. So the pads on the ball of my foot, I might be able to feel around the edges, but then there's something missing in the middle. Continues to be annoying, but not nearly as painful as it had been. The difficulty I'm having is still very awkward for me to type using my keyboard. I can't hold any electronic devices because I can feel the electricity going through them. That's including Bluetooth devices too. And books. Usually I would read in bed and I would have a printed book. But right now, holding anything in my hands, from the steering wheel to a book to a magazine, is very uncomfortable, and I can only do it for a few minutes before I start to be very uncomfortable with it. I'm looking forward to this next week. I've got a retreat on Sunday with Deborah Myers. It's a women's wellness retreat. Deborah Myers from Health at Your Fingertips, Shiroko Sokic, who is an MD and acupuncturist, and Maria Batista, who is a yoga instructor, are going to be the presenters, and it's all going to be about hormone health, which is a more interesting topic to me now that I have no estrogen, and I need to find out what I can do to mitigate the effects of not having estrogen in my body. I am feeling better in terms of my stamina every day. I'm still not the person I was, and I probably won't be. And that's what my big lesson is, that the person I am now and the person I'm becoming will be different than the person I was before. Being careful with what I do and how much time I spend. It's, things that I think I can do, sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. And I have to be patient and kind. I'll show you more hair as it shows up. My fingernails too are regenerating. My toenails are being a little more pokey, which is okay because I don't see them as often as I see my hands. I'd like to recommend a couple of products for anyone else who is experiencing neuropathy, whether it's from chemotherapy, radiation, or from diabetes. I've been using Topricin cream for feet, on my hands, and also I have some arthritis in one of my hips. And this stuff really seems to help me out. It minimizes the inflammation and I feel better when I'm using it. I also started taking L-glutamine, which is an amino acid that is very prevalent in our bodies, and it helps with recovery from exertion and with neuropathy. So those two are very helpful, plus my prescription for gabapentin, which is specifically for neuropathy. That's about it. It's a beautiful day here in Sonoma, and we're in for some fantastic, great weather for the next month or so. And I wish you the best. If you have questions, get in touch with me. Judy Baker, your wellness warrior.